You shouldn't power scale One Piece like you do like Naruto or Dragon Ball.
When it comes to power scaling One Piece characters, I feel like a lot of people forget that One Piece characters don't get strong the same way other anime characters do. And what I mean by that is that for the most part, we don't see a lot of One Piece characters train. We see some characters like Zoro train, and Jinbei, obviously he had to train to learn Fishman Karate. But with characters like Luffy and Sanji, we almost never see them train aside from what they did in their backstories and in the 2-year time skip. And in Luffy's case, you also have what happened in Udon Prison. And my favorite example of this is when Lucci beat the dog shit out of Luffy and Zoro. But when we get to Enies lobby, Luffy is not only able to beat the shit out of Blueno, but also go toe-to-toe with Lucci in base form. In Blueno's defense, Luffy did use Gear 2 to beat him, but at the same time, Luffy never showed us that he was training to use Gear 2, he just used it. But the point I'm trying to make is that for One Piece characters, they gradually get stronger as they move from arc to arc, regardless of whether or not we actually see them train. For example, the Gear 4 that beat the fuck out of Doflamingo is not the same Gear 4 that fought Cracker, and that Gear 4 is not the same Gear 4 that fought Katakuri, and again, that Gear 4 is not the same Gear 4 that fought Kaido. So even if you disregard the fact that you can't break down One Piece fights from who is stronger and who is weaker, or who beat who and who beat this person, One Piece characters still get stronger gradually from arc to arc. But as always, let me know what you think.